Ayurveda talks about dincharya, okay, your daily routine.
There are often a lot of people who become maniac about this, about health.
Push yourself, but don't punish yourself.
What should a girl do to keep her life in place and balanced?
For teenagers, I must say, the girls need to, actually focus on their lifestyle.
Should we consume ghee or not?
So I think ghee is liquid gold. Hormones बनते ही फैट की वजह से हैं. You need good fat to produce hormones.
Welcome to Dopamine High.
Thank you, Saisha.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Can you please introduce yourself for the audience?
Yes, I'm Kanupriya, founder of Life of Balance. I'm an Ayurvedic nutritionist, a regenerative healing and health coach. I'm also a yoga teacher and a pranayam expert. And I help women reaching and returning back to their natural rhythm gently, while just the main focus is always on the breath, movement, nutrition, and a little bit of soul work.
What does Ayurveda mean to you?
Ayur means life, and Veda means knowledge. So Ayurveda means knowledge of life, how to live your life at its optimum level. That's what Ayurveda actually means to me. And yes.
Why did you start Life of Balance? And how did it come to your mind that you want to do something for the society by starting this?
Uh, your own life lessons are a teacher in a way. And my own struggles, my own pain had, is responsible for my own transformation as well as, life of balance. Why life of balance? Because I look at life 360 degree, and whatever I do, I preach the same to my clients. So, Life of Balance focuses on all aspects of life, 8 limbs of Rishi Patanjali. That is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So, this is yoga is actually a way of life. So, when you follow all 8 limbs, you attain the blissful state that is Samadhi, and it I think makes sense to even a student, and it's a normal day. It is true for everybody.
Can you explain what you just said? Because to viewers, they won't understand. So, can you elaborate a little bit?
Yes, Yama means your ethics towards yourself and towards society. So Niyama is discipline, self-discipline, and discipline in eating, discipline in movement, behavioral discipline, and other aspects. Asana means movement and physical activity, whatever it may be. It can be cycling or simply dance or whatever. The idea is your body should be enough, to move more. And pranayam is breath. So I like to say it like that, that your mind is the king of your senses, but your prana and your breath is the king of your mind. So you just try to be master of your breath, and everything will be in your control. Then comes pratyahara. Pratyahara means social constraint. I don't say कि आप सब कुछ छोड़ दो और just take an inward turn, but yes, not indulging yourself into certain things for a long period of time and being aware from time to time that this is good, this is bad. That's what pratyahara means in today's life. Then comes dharana, determination of a goal. एंड फॉर एग्जाम्पल एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आपने सोचा होगा कि मुझे पॉडकास्ट चैनल अपना बनाना है, एंड आई हैव टू कीप अ सर्टेन नेम. दैट मीन्स यू हैव अ धारणा, you thought of a goal, and then you walked towards your goal. That is that dhyana means concentration. With concentration, walking towards the path of your goal. And then comes the samadhi. That is blissful state. That you have created such a warm and thoughtful environment for people, to share their thoughts and everything, so that people and listeners, something better comes out of it. So that is your blissful state. That is your samadhi for you. So if anyone follows all these 8 aspects, I think it makes wonders.
How do you follow this in your personal life?
I do it every day. I think my whole life revolves around this. I have healed myself through various problems of my own.
Can you explain?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. शुरू से बचपन से आई वाज इनटू स्पोर्ट्स स्कूल कॉलेज एंड आई वाज इनटू ट्रैक एंड फील्ड इवेंट्स शादी के बाद भी आई वाज अ रेगुलर जिम गोअर बिकॉज मूवमेंट इज पार्ट एंड इट यू नो दैट्स हु आई एम so when I had my two kids my son and my daughter lot of uh, uh, the body
Bodily
of changes
Right?
of a woman, it goes through a drastic change, and that's when nutritional deficiencies were there, and I was overburdened with the responsibilities. I was a young mom running around them and looking after everything. So I was diagnosed with PCOD, and I suffered for quite several years, 5 to 7, maybe 8. And what was troubling me, that it was coming again and again. I was after the doctors, I was after the experts, took medicine also. One scan would be okay, that there is, not the problem anymore. Another scan will again, there's a relapse.
Right.
So then I also was diagnosed with thyroid, then later fatty liver, and at some point of time there was stage 1 fibrosis also. I was wondering, in spite of leading such a healthy
Right.
lifestyle, and it was little disappointing for me. क्योंकि आप देखो हर चीज़ है, एंड शुरू से हम अवेयर हैं खाने के लिए भी, और हर चीज़ों का फोकस और ध्यान रखते हैं, बट स्टिल इट वाज वेरी डिसहार्टनिंग. सो एक आवाज़ अंदर से आती थी, देयर वाज अ विस्पर कि देयर मस्ट बी अनदर वे. And when I also had a sciatica after my natural deliveries, I was on bed for 3 months, and I couldn't walk. And sitting on a cot or sitting in a car was a challenge. I was getting regular physiotherapies done, and supplements, whatnot. Matlab, whatever there is, I have done and tried all of them. So I decided that yes, I have to be my own healer, and I have to take charge of my own health. That time I started studying. Right now I think it's 12, 13, 14 years maybe I am into Ayurveda and this, and I've accomplished several of the certifications and degrees to myself. So when I started learning and applying those principles, gradually it started to come back, but I was not getting 100% result, only focusing on the nutrition part. Later somebody motivated me to running, and my husband, my better half, he was a great motivator and my mentor, and he pushed me further. I started with the running because that's when I realized that without movement, only eating right won't make any difference, won't fix anything. Whatever you are consuming, that needs to be properly metabolized and burned. So I started with running, and later during COVID I started with cycling, and yes, I was in my best physical form. जब आप ज़्यादा पढ़ते हो तो आपको छोटी छोटी चीज़ें तब सेंस बनानी शुरू करती हैं जब आप खुद एक्सपीरियंस करते हो. There is a thing called sarcopenia, and age-related muscle and bone loss, which happens in women and happens faster in men. So when I was in endurance sports, I was diagnosed with arthritis.
Okay.
So,
Right.
so what else more can you ask for? So at some point of time, joints would there would be pain, because there was a not in Jammu, I think बहुत ज़्यादा इतनी अवेयरनेस नहीं, इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. मैं अभी भी सभी व्यूअर्स को यही कहूँगी कि पुश योरसेल्फ, but don't punish yourself.
Right.
Overdoing of anything is not, and you have to seek your goal first. Just what you want with your life, what fitness means to you. Right now fitness means to me is aging gracefully. When I if Almighty gives me enough breaths, so later in my age I would like to get up from my own seat, my own bed. I don't want to be dependent on anybody else. I want to go to the washroom on my own. So I should be able to do the functional movements, just the basic things. Doesn't mean that I don't have to, I should not be able to. So that fitness means to me. So keeping those things in mind, I just dived deeper into it, and uh, what movement I was missing. I was too much into endurance and less on the foundational of my own body. That's when I started the strength training, lifting weights and everything, retention of what you already have. And yes, you have to give your body some reason to give you something more. If you crave muscle or bone mass, then you have to give your body the reason to give you that. Simply wishing won't make any difference. So I started lifting weights, and yes, I again transformed, and it helped me better. I reduced the endurance activity and entered into all those things again. Now I again run as part of my heart health. I do cycle, not endurance. And yes, जब कभी कोई ऐसा goal आता है कि yes, I have to do 100 kilometers or something, I train for that particular time period, and then I taper and come back. But that's there's no way I'm going to keep on going again and again, because there is no need. My only focus is to look good, to maintain my own health. That's the primary goal. So if I have to go to Olympics, I may train differently.
Right, right. There are often a lot of people who become maniac about this, about health. And I met a lady who's in her 50s, and she uses injections just to go for a run. Do you think that is right or wrong?
See, injections are definitely, I don't approve of any of that, and I don't approve of supplements also.
Right.
If you're leading a normal life, optimal level for a normal human being is very much achievable with normal food and without supplementation, even for a vegetarian. But yes, when you are into excessive activity, then you may need to supplement it. uh, Ayurveda talks about dincharya, okay, your daily routine. So some rituals of your cleansing, some ritual about your movement, some ritual about your breath work, and so on. So when you do a particular movement, you don't need any kind of supplementation. Think of your body as a smartphone. Your body needs daily recharge. Your smartphone needs daily charging, as well as your body. So supplements act as a how can I say? It acts as a power banks and performance boosters for a short period of time. It will give you kick for that particular time, but it's not going to make any significant difference to the baseline health.
Right.
So what we are seeking is the main health from within. What's inside, it's going to reflect outside. So no supplementation is required.
You don't believe in proteins?
Yes, I do.
Protein shakes.
I do, and that is a very very relevant thing. See, the idea is, अभी आपने सुना होगा कि बड़ी सारी प्रोटीन बॉडी के इतने ग्राम्स इतने बॉडी वेट के साथ है. So there is an athlete who's doing bodybuilding, excessive weight training, and he needs a particular amount of protein to maintain and grow his or her muscle. Okay, and the individual is very active, with blessed with a good metabolism, no compromise down the line, and that person is consuming protein. It makes sense because he is going to metabolize that protein. And second thing is, are you hydrating yourself enough? Because you need a lot of fluids and hydration to metabolize that much protein. That will be an aware athlete. But अगर कोई इंसान या लेडी कोई भी जिसकी फिजिकल मूवमेंट नहीं है और जो सोच रहे हैं कि मैं योगा 1 घंटा सुबह कर रहा हूँ, विच इन्वॉल्व्स ओनली सूक्ष्म व्यायाम एंड लिटिल बिट ऑफ मोबिलिटी एक्टिविटी एंड सिटिंग द होल डे, sedentary lifestyle, sitting in an office, and that person consuming the protein shake, I think that's not recommended for those persons. पहली बात तो कितना प्रोटीन चाहिए बॉडी को, वो एक बात है. दूसरा, क्या आपकी बॉडी उतना प्रोटीन एब्जॉर्ब कर सकती है, मेटाबोलाइज कर सकती है, वो दूसरी बात है. सो जो आप एब्जॉर्ब कर सकते हैं नॉर्मली, और ज़्यादातर लेट्स टॉक अबाउट नॉर्मल पीपल जो या घर में है लेडीज़ या जो जेंट्स बाहर जा रहे हैं और नॉर्मल सी एक्टिविटी करते हैं सुबह जिम में, दे आर नॉट ओवर पुशिंग देमसेल्व्स. खाना से हर रिक्वायरमेंट हमारे सारे मैक्रोज पूरे हो जाते हैं. यू डोंट नीड एनी काइंड ऑफ additional supplementation. But yes, if your activity is that much and that requires more, and you can metabolize on those things, then yes, you can have those things.
As you mentioned, you had PCOD, thyroid. Because PCOD is on the rise, what should a girl do to keep her life in place and balanced?
Okay, let's talk in a broader aspect. Think of your body as a tree. Okay, so what tree has? Tree has roots. Tree to grow, it needs soil, uh, oxidants, nutrition from the soil, roots, trunk, leaves, fruit, branches. Your body is just like that. So the soil is your gut, and the all the refined foods and the junk food is the plastic in the soil. So अगर ये सारी चीजें आपके सॉइल में है तो वो न्यूट्रिएंट एब्जॉर्प्शन अच्छे से नहीं हो पाएगा. हम्म? और अगर आपका न्यूट्रिएंट और सॉइल अच्छा नहीं है तो आपका ट्रंक जो है, जो आपके बेस फिजिकल बोन्स हैं, वो आपकी स्ट्रांग नहीं हो पाएंगे. अगर वो स्ट्रांग नहीं है तो लीव्स अच्छे नहीं होंगे, वाइब्रेंट नहीं होंगे, या फ्रूट्स जो हैं वो रॉटन होंगे. ठीक है. सो पीसीओडी डिजीजेस आर दोज रॉटन फ्रूट्स, जिसको हम कहते हैं ओवरीज में प्रॉब्लम है, ओके लेट्स रिमूव इट. गॉल ब्लैडर में प्रॉब्लम है, लेट्स रिमूव इट. दोज आर क्विक फिक्सेस. अगर इतना डैमेज हो गया है, there is no other alternative, then one can't help it. But as a child and for teenagers, I must say, the girls need to actually focus on their lifestyle. Ayurvedic principles as the dincharya, following the daily rhythm, flow with the nature's rhythm. Let work on the whole tree, work on the whole unit as a whole, work on the whole body. These things will automatically rectify, because these are the symptoms, not the problem. And every symptom has at least 10 to 20 years of abuse down the lane to your own self. ऐसा नहीं है कि आज ही उठे और पीसीओडी हो गया. So there is a lot of history. जब वो symptom arise होता है या हमें पता लगता है कि problem आ रही है, तो simple as that है कि आप रात को सोएं. आजकल है ही ऐसे, we are just moving against the rhythm of the nature. Follow just sun and moon. Same works for pranayama. We work on balancing the both energies, sun and moon, Ida and Pingla, the healing energy forces. Work on those, work with the natural rhythm of the nature, sleep on time, get early in the morning. If not 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, but yes, early in the morning.
According to you, how many hours should we sleep?
See, at my age, 40 plus, I would say 7 to 8 hours. For a student, because it's the challenging time and you need a lot of 6 hours, and if you have time, then 7 to 8 hours. But minimum 6 hours is important. And if those hours start from 10 to 4, it's nothing like it. And I do believe in 8-8-8 rule. That is 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, and 8 hours of leisure and other activities. So if one can manage that, nothing beautiful than that.
If somebody has 10 minutes in the morning, according to Ayurveda, how should they spend their first 10 minutes of that day?
See, 8-8-8 rule. So 8 hours of other activities and 8 hours of work. So you need to divide your day. If you have 10 minutes, you just got up from the bed. Firstly, drink water and maybe a few drops of lemon in it, or maybe warm water, or maybe a herbal concoction to just start your digestive fire. And then a basic mobility. You freshen up, you are free with your daily rituals. I don't recommend skipping the mobility and 10 minutes to yourself for the basic mobility and stretching. If you have a little bit more time, then maybe push-ups or squats, the basic movements. If you can't, then stretching and mobility, head to toe, warm up, just awakening of the joints is good enough. And pranayam, if one can do, if nothing, if somebody is not aware of a lot of things, only deep breathing till the belly do wonders. Because what I have seen, observed, and you might also have experienced, अगर हमें कोई भी चीज़ होती है, हमारा मन शांत नहीं होता, तो we are taking a shallow breath. Okay, मुझे ये करना है, मुझे ये करना है, and we are just breathing till our throat. We are not taking the oxygen till our lungs, even half of it. So as soon as you take the complete breath till your belly, and you remove, just exhale from the belly, 3 to 4 breaths will just calm your nervous system, and that sets the tone for the day. So 3 to 5 rounds of just the belly breathing and then the alternate nostril breathing, that is Anulom Vilom. A1 has time. Otherwise, breathing you can do at various, sitting in the office, you're just feeling overwhelmed or stressed out something. Simple belly breathing one can do at any point of time. So I highly recommend it.
So even for stress, the best breath work is belly breathing.
Yes. See, हम कहते हैं ना कि वो आप एक से 10 तक गिनो तो आपका
Yeah.
वो that overwhelm or stress चला जाता है. So actually you pause, you reflect, and then you react. So you just breathe and you just analyze yourself, and it works for you. So you breathe, take in the whole. Belly breathing works wonders. If you have time, then Anulom Vilom is the best bet.
For gut health and skin health, what can we do according to Ayurveda? Or what should we eat according to Ayurveda?
See, one thing doesn't work. ऐसे quick fixes आपको बहुत सारे मिलेंगे, natural herbs और detoxification. According to Ayurveda, detox is non-negotiable. Seasonal detox for good skin health. For example, there are practices like Shank Prakshalan for colon cleanse for gut health, which should be done every 6 months, and then reset according to the seasonal change. And liver detox is recommended every month. But both the detox, there should be a gap of 1 month. So organ detox is not recommended, side by side. So those are the practices, support system to set the tone. But regular fasting, taking off the load from the organs time to time is recommended by Ayurveda.
How often should we fast?
Every week. We have heard the concept of intermittent.
Right.
So I think it doesn't work the same way for everybody. But yes, Ayurveda believes in regular fasting, because I have seen people, I have few clients, those who were practicing 14 to 16 hours, maybe more. So eating window is less. So your body requires certain amount of calories, and it's very easy to go under extreme calorie deficit. So whatever your eating window is, you should be able to consume the calories which is required by your body. And again, if you are eating a larger portion in that small window, it should be absorbed. There should not be rush of everything. So what works for you again? So Ayurveda doesn't believe in extreme practices. It believes in moderation to everything. Yes, overnight fasting is good. Work with the sun, eat before the sunset. Automatically it happens 12-14 hours of fasting. Start with the morning detox teas or concoctions, whatever works according to your prakriti and everything. So you can do that.
Can you recommend some detox teas?
Cumin, ginger, fennel seeds, coriander seeds, all have different benefits according to the season and according to the person.
For summers, what should we take?
Cumin works best, fennel works best because these are cold in nature.
And what about someone who has constipation?
So again, gut reset, constipation, what are the reasons? Even somebody can have constipation by popping in supplements, because okay, you are also taking, I am also taking because it's good. Okay, you are taking glucosamine, I am taking multivitamin pill. So what your system actually wants and can absorb, it depends. So for constipation, it can be a number of reasons.
You spoke about colon cleanse. How can we do colon cleanse at home?
Yes, very good. Nice question. I often recommend my clients doing that. There's a practice in yoga that is Shank Prakshalan. That is simple drinking salted water, lukewarm water. You can drink from 1 glass to 12 glasses a day, and it simply, salt doesn't allow water to be absorbed by the intestines. So it acts like a drainage in the pipe. So it clears the whole of the colon. There's a series of asanas. You perform those series of asanas, drink 2 glasses of water, and then the bowels are automatically cleared. Whole of the colon is cleansed, and then you are on a particular kind of diet to reset the whole system. So this practice is recommended after every 6 months, according to Ayurveda and according to Ritucharya. One must practice it.
People often have one meal a day. Do you recommend that?
Yes, if you are able to hit your daily calorie requirement, then if one meal works for you, absolutely no issues with that. But somebody just jumping straight into one meal, I don't recommend that. This is a practice to be gently, you progress towards it.
Like we have nowadays keto. Do you believe in taking more fats than protein?
सी अब जैसे आपने फैट्स और प्रोटीन्स की बात की है, देयर इज अ फेमस डायलॉग फ्रॉम द मूवी थ्री इडियट्स, कामयाबी के पीछे मत जाओ, ओके, एंड काबिल बनो, कामयाबी झक मार के पीछे आएगी. सो वेट लॉस, फैट लॉस, दीज आर द बाय प्रोडक्ट्स. When you work your body into the natural rhythm, you automatically reaches to the optimal level of your health. And weight loss और fat loss झक मार के पीछे आ जाता है. So you see, there's one more thing I would like to add. Ayurveda teaches you the way of life and how to eat, what to eat, according to what season, according to dincharya, and moving along with whatever. Modern nutrition gives you insight on the macros.
Right.
Okay, how much protein is required by the body. Calories हमने बात की कि इतनी चाहिए, लेकिन अब उसमें प्रोटीन कितना चाहिए और फैट कितना चाहिए और कार्ब्स कितने चाहिए, it depends. Balanced meal में 50 25 25 works. Okay, but again, what is your goal? Maybe you want a little bit on a higher side of protein and less fat. So this depends on person to person, depending upon their goals, depending upon their activity. So ऐसा नहीं है कि keto prevalent है and this is the latest trend, so we suddenly switch to high protein and low carb diet. Carb is the first source of energy. So fruits are also carbs, vegetables are also carbs, so even wheat and grains are also carbs. So what is required and in what quantity, again, one needs to be aware of that. If somebody needs more insight on it, they can personally contact me.
So nowadays, a lot of people get, because of PCOD, acne, and doctors are recommending not having gluten and dairy. So, do you think we should scrap out gluten and dairy from our?
See, I don't believe in eliminating food groups. Gluten is what? See, wheat nowadays is genetically engineered, so automatically it is high on gluten. So one can always switch to millets and more healthier wheat options like khapli. So for young girls, I don't recommend leaving gluten or wheat or dairy completely. Yes, dairy is not that very beneficial because of the hormones, and we don't know what kind of milk or dairy we are getting. So dairy to chhod deni chahiye because of the hormones being injected to the cows and the procurement of the milk and everything. Acne, why it happens? Because it indicates that there is ama in your system, which means toxins. So when those toxins keep on sitting in your system, it just comes out.
It has to.
There are how many elimination areas from which our body can relieve toxins. One is urination, one is elimination, one is sweating, tears, and other is skin. Acne is also a form of body to throw out the toxins away. That means that your system needs a good detox, and you need those toxins to be out of your system. So जो आप चीजें छोड़ने से नहीं होगा कुछ, again you have to work on your body as a unit, as a whole. You need to align with the daily natural rhythms. You need to be more aware of the nourishment, nutrition, what you are eating, how much protein is required by the body, how much fat is required by the body. For the fat, you can switch to nuts and seeds. Those are good sources of omega-3s. For carbs, include lots of fruits and vegetables. I don't say कि आप gluten और wheat बिल्कुल खत्म कर दो, लेकिन switch to a better options.
In Ayurveda, there are doshas. What are they? Can you explain?
Yes. At the time of birth, we all are born with the 3 bioenergies. That is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Okay, so what our parents take, decisions for us as a child, or the environment will lead the choices they made for us, and later on what choices we made for ourselves depends upon the balance of these 3 bioenergies. It doesn't mean कि ये है dosha prevalent है. It just simply means imbalance in the energies. And if something prevails, Ayurveda focuses on looking at where the imbalance lies. So we are in the technology world, so it's very easy. You go on the net and you can determine your own dosha yourself. You can ask for the questionnaire. The questionnaire will come. You can just simply, mark. And once you know your prakriti imbalance, you gradually start working towards it. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे समर्स है, पिता है, गुस्सा आ रहा है ज़्यादा, गर्मी है, सो पिता पासिफाइंग चीज़ें अगर आप कंज्यूम करोगे, कूलिंग चीज़ें कंज्यूम करोगे, तो इट विल हेल्प यू बैलेंस.
Can you recommend something?
Gund khatira is very good, sabza is very good, छाछ is very good after meal, so kokum sharbat is good, tamarind juice is very good, excellent for liver. So there are lot of things which are cool in nature and yet supports the system, liver and everything. So one can easily add those things in the daily routine.
आपने बोला समर्स में गुस्सा आता है, ऐसा क्यों होता है?
पिता हाई हो जाता है. पिता इज द हीट. और कई लोगों की ये जो बायो एनर्जी है वो ऑटोमेटिकली पिता प्रेवलेंट होती है. एंड सीजन ऑल्सो प्लेज द रोल. सो सीजन प्लस द इम्बैलेंस ऑफ योर ओन एनर्जी creates the havoc. So hydrotherapy is again a ritual which can help balance the pitta praviti. Swimming is highly beneficial. If you don't access to the pool, you can simply immerse yourself in the cold water, put some ice in it. If you don't even have that, just add wet packs to your head, to your throat or your stomach area. So it just naturally cools down the heat of the organs and your body, and it pacifies it.
जैसे हमने अभी गुस्से की बात की, if somebody is burnt out or stressed, what should they do?
Talk to somebody. It can be your parent, it can be your sibling, it can be your kids, anybody. Don't let your emotions sit. I think you must make an effort to move those emotions. So take it out. Firstly, pranayam plays wonders in that. So daily pranayam practices helps that. And food which is spicy should not be consumed. Hot in nature, that again increases the emotions like anger और इस तरह की जो चीज़ें वो भी high हो जाती हैं. So pacifying things, and that's it. Yeah.
So nowadays we live in this, we have sedentary lifestyle, and everybody wants to have the perfect figure. What do you recommend? Your top 5 food items or things to do according to you?
What I do and what I preach. See, top things are: be aware of who you are. Your goal is to look beautiful. You want a certain kind of physique. आजकल सभी की वही है, सो लॉट ऑफ मूवमेंट. अगर आप सुबह 1 घंटा वर्कआउट कर रहे हैं तो एंड यू थिंक दैट यू आर डन फॉर द डे, इट्स नॉट दैट. नीट मैटर्स. द एक्टिविटी थ्रू आउट द डे. If you are going to the gym or walking or doing yoga, whatever activity, first of all, that 1 hour morning is a must. Everyone should do it. और उसके बाद ये सोच के कि वो 1 घंटा हो गया तो पूरा दिन हम बैठ जाएं, even that should not be done. So frequent movements. अगर आपको पानी पीना है, so don't put a bottle and glass on your table, maybe on that table, and just get up and have a glass of water. Few frequent movements, little bit throughout the day makes a huge difference. Movement is one thing. Strength training is another, which I recommend from kids to the old age, because muscle is the metabolism, and as kids and as teenagers and youngsters, metabolism is high, but as we age it slows down. So if you are able to maintain the muscle, you're automatically working on the metabolism. So do strength train. By strength train I don't mean that one must lift heavy. So there should be an effort every day in every movement you do, and that's it, the movement. Nutrition, you should be aware how much protein, understanding of the macros is very important. How much protein is required by the body, because it gives definition to the muscle, and also how much your body is in a condition to absorb. All right. And for carbs, add lots of fruits and vegetables to your diet. During monsoons and according to Ayurveda, not lot of raw things to be consumed. little bit of salads, and I suggest steamed and cooked meals. Warmer and lighter works best. What else? Yoga, pranayam. Yoga should be done for mind. Pranayam for controlling the mind. That should also be done. I think 5 things ho gayi hain. So, so these are the things one must include in everything, and that's what I coach in Life of Balance. How to manage. अब शुरू-शुरू में मुझे भी ऐसा लगता था कि इतना सारा कुछ कैसे करो? ये कर रहे हैं तो ये छूट रहा है, ये करें तो ये छूट रहा है, ऐसा नहीं होता. So you need to plan your 1 hour, and everything is doable. You just need to find the will, you know, and the roadmap.
How do you get your dopamine?
My dopamine high is when my client or anybody comes back to me and say that yes, your advice has worked and it has made a huge difference in my life. That's my high.
What does holistic living mean to you?
Holistic means holistic is organic. You know, being centered, being aware of who you are, and it's already there. You just need to look into yourself. It's nothing. ऐसा नहीं कि it's some fancy word. Holistic. Just living the way of life. As simple as that. So there is no fancy, wrapping to it. So follow the rhythm. Don't abuse your body. Do justice to yourself while eating good, making an effort for our children. Respect your elders. For elders to give your children the love and telling them always that we are there for you and we are there as a family for you. All these things, again, I'm coming back to 8 limbs of life. So when you follow the 8 limbs of life, I think that is holistic living. When you are aware of your overall and you are following the yama, niyama, pranayama, asana and everything, so it's holistic living in a way.
Nowadays, a lot of people are skipping on ghee. According to you, should we consume ghee or not?
Everybody wants to gain muscle and they want fat loss in a certain way. So I think ghee is liquid gold. Fat should, the hormones are, hormones बनते ही fat की वजह से हैं. You need good fat to produce hormones in a proper way. So हम क्या करते हैं? Junk food खाते हैं, which is high in sodium, which is high in fat and trans fats and other things, and we skip on things which is good in omega 3s and 6s and which will actually help boost our hormonal health. We don't do that. So ghee should not be skipped, but yes, the fat content throughout the day will make a difference in your fat loss. So that needs to be considered. Healthy doesn't mean over consumption of ghee. So 1 to 2 teaspoons in your dal can works wonder. Again, the whole day fat content is important. You can add nuts and seeds for a good HDL level. That can be added.
Now, Gen Z doesn't really believe in Ayurveda, and alcohol, smoking, drugs are on the rise, and this is also abusing our body. So according to you, what can we do to prevent ourselves?
Bad is bad. Even the cigarette packet states smoke is injurious to health. So there is no right and wrong about it. So you have to be your own healer. You have to make your own choice. And what troubles me is that it is becoming the new normal. Even as a parent, we want to make our kids comfortable. So that thinking कि बाहर भी जाके they are going to consume it, so it's better in front of us. But there has to be an, I think, drastic effort in changing the mindset, and it becomes the duty of the teachers and parents and the students also as well. Information is a lot out there, and no quantity is right. I'm not going to say कि कम है या ज़्यादा है. Bad is bad. So in Ayurveda, there used to be Ayurvedic wines, which were used for relaxation and healing practices, which were used as painkillers at some point of time. But even those taken in excess will harm the body, and which is going to trouble the liver and the other organs of the body. So,
Moving forward, I want to talk about menopause. What can a woman do during menopause or before menopause, um, according to Ayurveda?
menopause is one thing that every woman has to go through. It is the transition from next phase, from fertility to menopausal stage, and for some, it is a challenging transition, and there are practices. If one follows that transformation can be smooth. Okay, so one should women it starts because of the lifestyle faults and the abuse to the body and the nature and taking things too lightly, which see there are blue zones in the world. I think you might have heard कि जहाँ पे fertility age is 70-80 years of the females, and they live up to 150 plus years, and menopausal age अगर 70-80 है तो it's way past that. In India, the menopausal age was 45 to 50, mostly. But now it is, coming closer and closer. After 30-35, menopausal symptoms starts. Why? Again, because we are not working with the nature's rhythm, and we are not giving the body what it requires. So the degeneration starts happen way faster what it meant to be. Okay, so again, as a child, the more you retain, everyone is blessed with the battery energy, the prana, with which one is born. The battery life depends upon the health of parents, their parents, environment, the quality of pregnancy, and the child is born with the battery. The practices one follows as a child during adolescent age, as a young woman, young children, males, females, to later stages, the practice Ayurveda always talks about retention and conservation of energy. Okay, so whatever you are blessed with, one must retain it, and उस बैटरी को ज़्यादा देर तक चलाना कैसे है, the teaching is Ayurveda and the yoga, the way of life and how to live that life, that is. अब अगर हम नेचर के रिदम को फॉलो नहीं करते, सो वी आर अब आपने फोन को ब्लूटूथ वॉच के साथ अटैच कर लिया है तो एनर्जी जल्दी जा रही है, एंड इफ यू आर इन अ पावर सेव मोड, your smartphone is going to work way longer. Similarly, if you consume the energy and you start on building and recharging yourself from time to time, removal of the toxins, working on your health, working on your nutrition, working on the daily movement, working on the muscle, bone health, extra. So the symptoms are not going to come in early 30s or 35, and they are going to just prolong the way. And after 40 or 30, strength training, building the muscle works wonders, because muscle is the metabolism, and we lose metabolism as we age क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि बस ठीक है हमने ये कर लिया, that's no, there has to be a constant effort felt by you. And my suggestion to all the females out there who are going through this transition, if one thinks that only mobility exercises and only yoga is going to make a difference and you are done for the day, I'm sorry to break the myth that it is not so. You need to lift weights. I'm not saying lifting heavy weights, but yes, you have to work towards building new muscle, and you need to eat healthy, protein-rich diets. Focus on quality fats. Focus on quality carbs. Focus on the daily calorie requirement. Losing weight, and if you want to see a particular number of the weighing scale, don't be fooled by that, because weight loss, it can be water loss, you can be dehydrated. I have seen a lot of people running with their jacket on, so you are not losing the fat, you are actually losing the water content in the body. So what we need to work on is losing the extra fat which is getting built up in the organs. So one must be aware of all these things and work accordingly. So a menopausal shift will be a smoother transition.
Like you said that menopausal age is decreasing day by day, and people are getting menopause symptoms at early stage. Just like that, girls are getting their periods early on now. How can, is there any way to work on ourselves and
See, I have seen young children जिनको बोलना भी नहीं आता, they can't even walk, but they can manage the tablet.
right? Agreed.
So how much stimulation is already there, how much brain activity is already there. In certain universities and schools, we have seen and practice mostly abroad. I am, it saddens me कि अभी इंडिया में वो सिस्टम नहीं है, but competition आप बच्चे को पैदा होते ही सिखा दिया जाता है. So you have to be competitive, play way से लेके. So वो खेलने का टाइम है and over stimulation का टाइम नहीं है. But by default our system is designed like that कि बचपन से ही वो over stimulation में चला जाता है. So maturity comes at a much faster pace. So parents need to work here. बच्चा अपनी चॉइसेस बनाएगा जब वो उस स्टेज में पहुंचेगा. उस स्टेज में पहुंचने से पहले पेरेंट्स का काम है. सो आप ये नहीं कर सकते कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, आई एम लुकिंग एट द रील्स एंड आई एम टेलिंग माई चाइल्ड नॉट टू डू इट. सो यू हैव टू सेट एन एग्जाम्पल फॉर योर चिल्ड्रन.
and there's something called PMS. आप पूरे महीने बहुत अच्छे से during your entire month you eat well, you're focusing on your diet, but during that time of the month you're eating junk, you are not working out. So what can we do to have a better life and better time during that time?
Just like menopausal shift, PMS in some extent falls under the same category. Okay, this is also a very easy and natural process every girl faces. So एक तो जो reels है ना कि that chocolate is your comfort food, it's already being wired that chocolate is your comfort food and automatically you crave for sugar. So
and binge eat also.
binge
during
eat
that.
also क्योंकि हम आजकल ये believe कर रहे हैं कि periods है, those are those days of the month, so you need rest. It's okay to take rest. In certain cases, not all cases, extreme cases, the percentage is very few, that is recommended. But 99%, this is a as simple process, just like going to the daily ritual, just elimination and everything. It's just the basic thing. One must do activity and workouts. It can be lowered in intensity, but simple gentle asanas, pranayam flow, simple gentle mobility activities one can do, one must follow. And simple nutrition. See, why the craving is there? Because हमें ये लग रहा है कि we are facing something unrealistic. So your mind is telling you. So you need to be aware that it is normal. It's nothing very challenging. So you won't feel that. You perform your daily activities, hydrate more, eat more, move more, and I can give you in writing, you won't be feeling any kind of PMS in another cycle.
Could you tell me one basic asana that everybody should do?
I think Surya Namaskar covers all, and from a small young child to an old age person can attempt it easily. So Surya Namaskar covers flexibility, mobility, strength, and everything, and 5 to 6 pairs a day. I think that is recommended.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much, Saisha, for having me here, and I really have felt high coming to you.
I'm glad. Like,
Share
subscribe.
to Dopamine High.
Thank you.
Thank you.